What's up, guys? This is Rasi Trades, and I'm about to do a weekly review since the 20th, since the 20th of July. I believe we're in July, something like that. Yes, so I believe it has been a profitable week, despite the fact that it's small profits, but the small profits, they will compound. They will compound. They will compound. I believe. I hope so. Something like that. But so first trade, which is this Euro AUD trade, which I did on the 20th. All right. I believe I did 3 trades on the 20th. It's Euro AUD. All right. Euro AUD. I'm going to do a breakdown of what really happened, why I took the trade, ABCD. Euro AUD. Where are you now? You're supposed to be here. Alright, anyways, I think this was the trade here. Alright, yeah, it's now back. Alright, so this was my thought process. First of all, my strategy plays off at around 13 hours. 13 hours meaning Green Meridian time, I believe, something like that. 13 hours. So what I will be trying to do is trying to look for an opportunity between London close and New York open. So between that space, there is usually some really good price action, and that's the price action that I'll be looking for. So it's around 13. London session will be closing, and New York session, I believe it will open around 14:30. So first of all, I looked at price action from morning, which is from here, till at 13. If I look around, there are more bearish order blocks. What do I mean? How do I even define a bearish order block from my perspective? From my perspective, a bearish order block is an order block that is formed after a consecutive of 5 candles of that certain time frame. What do I mean? Let's take, for instance, this candle. This is one candle, right? How many bearish candles followed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this thing that is more of like signifying, it's more of like it's a pine script indicator that I told Cloud to create according to the way I trade, so that it then identifies for me. People are using AI, and if you're a trader and you're not using AI, my brother, you need to keep up. Definitely. It's not like it tells me the signal. No, it just plots my strategy on the screen. So I saw there were more sellers than buyers in the overall market. Therefore, when my kill zone started, which is at 13 right here, which is a 13 order block, I saw price coming down, tapped into it. Then there's this part that I've graded a little bit. I graded because sometimes that's where fake outs tends to happen. So I kind of try to wait a little bit for those first 30 minutes of that kill zone to be over. Then I tap in. So I entered this trade. It was a 1:2 trade, and because there are no other order blocks on this side, order blocks or bullish order blocks that I can see here that may act as retracements on this type of trades, I tend to add in positions. That's why when you see here, I added a position here. I entered this position, and I also added this position. I entered this trade with 3 positions. It was on a $5 account. I have a main account in my safe but then I tend to withdraw 5 and put it into my trading account, and that's more of like just the overall amount of money that I'm risking. So here I made 7 plus 4 plus 2, and that's the money that I made. I believe it was, yeah, a bit above 14, because like here I then withdrawed the $14 into the safe, and that was on Monday. That's the trade breakdown. It was a beautiful trade. Then the next trade was a loss on USD CHF or Swiss franc, which was on 21. I go on USD CHF, USD card, USD CHF. Where are you now? All right, USD CHF 21, 23. All right, here we go. So as my strategy says, first of all, I determine who's in control, in which in this case there were 3 bearish order blocks and 3 bullish order blocks. So the market was a bit neutral, but despite of the market being neutral, it doesn't mean that the market will not choose a certain direction that it will to go to. So now when the market opened, it retested my order block, which is this one that I marked out. Then it showed some bearish closure below here. Then I entered. Soon after entering, then reversed and then took me out, and that's this loss that I did here on USD CHF on 21, which was on Tuesday. Then the next day I deposit $5. Then on Euro USD, where are you? Euro USD, Euro AUD, I think it's Euro AUD. Yes, Euro USD. There's another screenshot that's a bit clear. All right, Euro AUD. All right, this is where we are. Yes, Euro AUD sell on 22. Yes, Euro AUD on 22. Yeah, that's where we are to look for our trade. All right, yeah, it was a beautiful trade. Oh my god. Yeah, it was on Wednesday. So as I look for when the day starts, which is here at 00 midnight till my kill zone starts, who's in control? I have multiple bullish order blocks. And by the way, I said, how do I look for a bullish order block and a bearish? I get a bearish order block, then a consecutive 5 bullish order block. That will signify that that's a trade. So that's how I identify my order blocks. And this is just a pine script strategy that I told Cloud look for ABCD like this, then create me an indicator, took the pine code, put it in. And if you want to see some of the process I went through, it's on my Instagram on Rasi Trades. You see here, it's literally a Rasi trade strategy. It's a strategy that I put into pine script, something like this. All right, let me just a second, like this, open. Right, never mind. But was in control, buyers were in control, and there were 0 bearish order blocks that I could see here that were identified by my indicator. So now it wants to respond now. Right, never mind. Maybe that's for another day. All right. I entered here. This was my bullish order block that was affecting the entry price here. Then in that first 30 minutes, which is from 13 Green Meridian time or Johannesburg time, whatever time is, get two bullish candles on that level, then that in itself, and it literally closes above, and that's a signal for me to enter. So I just wait a little bit. I also see another bullish candle. I enter that trade. I first target a 1:2. So what happens is that if I'm in a 1:2 trade, then during that 1:2 trade, I then see a bullish order block inside my trade. I tend to then open it up to a 1:3. Why? Because that's literally a sign that there's more bullish momentum going with the trade. So I then tend to open it up. So now something interesting literally happened this day. Where is it? Yes, here it is. On this trade, on Euro AUD, all right, exactly, this trade, Euro AUD, I entered it here. Then it went, when it was halfway, I added up another position, which is this one, which became a 9. I added up another position. It so happened that there were two trades, two positions. The bigger position had a TP a little bit above, and the smaller position, which was an adding position, had a TP exactly where price rejected from. So as soon as I open the market, I see this trade as ETP, but this one is now at 2. Why? Because the market is now reversed. I ended up closing it around this area, which is now just at $2, so almost break even. But I could have made a lot from that trade. I believe I could have made a lot, but I believe that's the reality of trading. Next day, all right, yeah, the money that I made here, I withdrawed, which is this 12. Then on 23, I then entered another buy on GBP AUD. Oh, there it is. GBP AUD. I believe this was a loss, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. GBP AUD. Yes, it was a loss. So same trading rules. 1, 2, 2 bearish order blocks. 1, 2, 3, 3 bullish order blocks. Therefore, who's in control? Buys. And we have a bullish order block here affecting entry price action here. We get a bullish closure, a candle that closes above, which is this bullish candle. I then enter the markets, moves a little bit, gets affected by this order block, and then starts reversing and takes me out. That's when I made this loss of $5, and I believe that was on Thursday. Yes, so that was on Thursday. Then Fridays I don't trade the market. Why? Because it's either there is a lot of volume and there's news, and you'll probably just be guessing because no one can. All right, let's say there are some traders who can trade news, but most strategies are not profitable with news trading. To be honest, my strategy is not profitable with news trading, so I don't trade news. I just let it be. So Friday, say that there's a lot of volume, there's news, and it will fuck up your stop loss, or there is literally little to no volume. So I just choose to not participate on a Friday. And those were the 4 days that I took trades. So overall, I made a profit of $16. I could have made more from that one that tapped and then came back, and then, but it's not a lot, definitely, but I believe with how consistent I am nowadays with my trading and how I now follow my rules a bit, I think there's some potential to then grow. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Goodbye. Don't forget to like and subscribe.